these are the circular, this particular circular 26/26/2017. It allows us to make rectifications, amendments, corrections in GSTR-3B and GSTR-1 if we have any omission or if any incorrect particulars have been furnished in the GSTR-3B returns or GSTR-1 returns already filed. But these need to be carried out by the last GSTR-3B return, say October 2023 for financial year 22-23, and needs to be filed within 30th of November, right? So we already know all this, that if there is under reporting of liability in a particular period, we need to report it in the subsequent period GSTR-3B with interest. Now this particular interest, we can also show a tax breakup liability, and we can report this tax breakup liability of the previous periods. For example, we are filing for October 2023 GSTR-3B return, but we figure out that we have not paid tax or pertaining to September or August. So that September, August, that particular period, we can voluntarily show it as a breakdown of tax liability, and that system will compute the interest and will auto-populate the table 5.1 of the GSTR-3B for the next period, just as late fees, right? We still have an option there so as to edit that particular input interest amount as per our calculation, right? But there would be a red indicator then. We know these, basically I can run through these very briskly. Over-reporting of liability, if we have over-reported liability, we can adjust it by downward amendment. In the subsequent months, we can issue a credit note. In case if we I have had a peculiar case wherein this particular client he used to do export occasionally with payment of IGST, and he reported in table 3.1B, and he over-reported. Now where we have to correctly amend it, we need to under-report that to the correct amount in table 3.1B only, because it's export with IGST. After that, the company did not do export at all. So in that particular case, you can apply for refund, but up to 30th of November, if he cannot downward adjust it, I would recommend that in table in GSTR 9C, you can mention this particular amount, this particular fact. Wrong reporting of liability, this we've already seen, we've discussed. Wrong reporting of ITC, we can claim ITC, of course, we already know. For example, pertaining to financial year 22-23, the last date is 30th of November. In case if we file our October return, GSTR-3B return, and we put it in the correct table, we can claim that particular amount. These are fine. We already know cash ledger. If we make an excess amount in cash ledger, we can transfer that particular amount which we have deposited in electronic cash ledger. For instance, in IGST head, under subhead tax, if we have paid excess tax, we can transfer that amount to CGST interest. We can transfer that amount to SGST penalty by filing PMT 09. And it is quite immediate. We can do that. We can go through this by ourselves.